Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Results Roundtable podcast. I'm joined today with Harry Kerr, who is current British champion in drifting. Harry, how are you?
All good, yourself?
All good, not too bad. We got this sorted on short notice. You had a long drive down
Wasn't too bad
after a heavy day of working.
Aye.
Vans,
Day of bluffing anyway.
day of bluffing. Harry, I want to start back at the early days. So, where did your love for cars first come from? We're going to jump right in here.
Ooh, well, we've always been around cars, like we live in the country, and I was driving from age, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, like I remember.
On the roads?
Not at all. In the fields.
In the fields.
Like I don't remember what age it was, but I remember it was that small, like I couldn't reach the pedals at all.
Yeah.
Like my granddad would get in and put the car in first gear and jump out and just let me tear away and steer, like. So I was only ever in first gear, so I just remember steering around the field at idle speed in first gear, like, and that was the start, really.
So that's where your love of car came from, then? Just your granddad letting you do stuff you shouldn't have been doing?
Story of my life, really.
I think that's every young guy's sort of love for something, is like when I shouldn't be doing something.
You know you're not meant to be doing it, so it attracts you more to it.
Yeah,
like
100%. You're 22 now, so what age did you first get behind a wheel drifting?
I think I was 11, so half my life now.
Oh really? That young? How did you get there? Like, how did you...
Well, Dad was at it before I was born. Like, I remember growing up and just seeing, like, with 2 S13s he had, which at that time I just knew there was the red car and the blue car, like.
Yeah.
And then he quit it, blamed me for costing too much as a child, whatever. And then Lee took it up, who's my uncle, Lee Scott, and don't know what age I was that time, but he started going to it in a Sierra, and Dad was going with him, so I just said, "Oh, sure, obviously I go too." Like, I was going car, whatever. And he was really different at the start, and then one day he went onto the drifting track, whatever, and that was his start in drifting, and I was always in with him in the passenger, and that was really the beginning. Then that was every weekend up until now, I would say. I don't know what it is that attracted me to it or what, but it was just grew into it. Like, didn't know what else to do in my life.
What's your dad think of you drifting now?
There's no real choice.
No.
It's kind of everything revolves around it now. Like, we done 32 events this year, or 32 drift days this year, so it's more than half the year away, and sure, it keeps him busy if nothing else.
Did he go with you at all the events?
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't do it without him now.
See a mechanic, and would he help you with the car and stuff?
Yeah, he's actually a farmer, but in the evenings he would mechanic and stuff, and he does a lot of the fabrication work to the cars, like even customers' cars, and we built my own car, like ourselves too. So he does that there as well. He has a couple of cars now in over Christmas time.
I remember being there at Mandela last year, and it was my first time at a proper full drift event, and I can't remember who it was. Was it Dave wrecked his car, Dave Egan? But everybody got hands on deck, so whoever it was, something needed fixed, and all the drifters, you weren't worried about your own car anymore.
Not at all.
It was everybody was full hands on deck. It seems to be a real tight community.
That's the thing that kind of separates it from any other motorsport. Like, yes, you're all competitors, but if one man broke something, I've seen it with us even, if someone broke something and I'm competing against him, we would give him something or screw something off my car to give to him to get him out.
Yeah, to get him out.
You know, stock cars, or I don't know what sports is really like it, but I don't think there's any would be as tight as this one.
No, because any sports, when you're competing, if your competitor has an issue, it gives you the edge.
Yeah, it gives you the advantage.
And I'd say most other sports take it.
Aye.
Or there's very few would actually I want to compete against them.
Yeah.
So get them back on the track.
I don't know if everyone's just that sound for doing that, or if everyone's that thick for not wanting to say, give somebody an excuse to win,
A bit of both.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody wants to win whenever someone can say something going, but I wasn't out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, I would say. But no, that's what I say. You'll never be stuck at a drift event. I haven't seen a day yet where we had to put the car on the trailer early, really.
Oh, really?
I remember even years ago when I was first starting out, I had a 328 E36 at the time, which is worth a fortune now on the road, but anyway. And it was the NI Drift Series at that time. It was a practice day on the Saturday and the competition on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was out on the Saturday, and I think around 12 o'clock I blew her up, engine dead on her, So I've stayed home, put another engine in that night, and went back up the next day. There was maybe 4 or 5 other crews came 2 hours that night as well to give us a hand, because I was only a cub. I was no use in the spanners at that time. And back out the next day, there's nowhere else I don't think would do that for you,
No, so you just have spur engines lying about? You always have to have one?
At that stage, we had a good bit. We even still have a good bit now, but my car now compared to then, like the parts then would have been 20 quid, the parts now would be $2,000. So you kind of limit the stock down a bit now.
I've barely it's hard to keep a full stock in.
Yeah, you're going well to keep the one you have, never mind the spare.
Well, like you're only 22, right? I don't know your background, if your family's got like money or blah blah blah, but how does no how do you go from starting off with these cars with like 20 quid parts to like slowly building up? Do you just do you save and put a $2,000 part on, and then all of a sudden that part has to be $2,000 because you've made the upgrade?
I've always tried to run myself. Like I hate asking people for money. I hate asking people for anything. Like I just don't. Again, if something happens, I don't want anybody being able to turn around and say, "Oh, sure, I done that for you," right? You know. So I remember even buying my first car. It was a 318 compact, and it was £235, and I had all the money in the credit union for it from birthdays and Christmas and stuff, and that's left the whole lot and went and bought it. And then whenever I started into it, I remember selling sweets and stuff at school just to keep it running. Like at them times, it was only part worn tires, like so they were free or a tenner. Yeah. So I was selling sweets and stuff at school to get money to put fuel in it, then to go drifting.
Just anything you could then to get money. But that's what it means. Like say you make an upgrade and you put a big turbo in, the turbo's $2,000. Well, if that turbo breaks, you can't really go back to £500 turbo because you've had the upgrade. So is that how it gets more expensive? You just like keep making upgrades and all of a sudden you can't go back? Or is it when you make the upgrades and you get better, you're at a higher level of competition, and to compete you have to be there? That's
more so because like even them times I done the Irish Amateur Drift Championship in 2016 or 17, I think it was, and the 328 car we built ourselves, and like she's only 200 horse, like, and you'd be in the start line sometimes and look beside you and there's a boy in a pro car at 1,000 horse, you know, fancy gearbox, fancy diff, and you know you can't always, yes, on a wet day or you might have a bit of luck where you can beat them, like, but it's not always going to happen. So it's just trying to give yourself the best chance.
Yeah. What did you say, 2016? 2017?
It was
So you hadn't got a driving license? No. What you were flat about?
I didn't get my driving license till after COVID.
After COVID?
I was 18.
Yeah.
3 years ago. So whenever that would have been. Maybe it was just before COVID.
So what was it like being the guy in school that's like 13, 14, can't drive, nobody can drive, you're like way too far off driving, and then you're going out and wrecking about in probably a 500 brake horsepower car, sliding around a track at the weekends? Like, what would your friends think of that?
There was very little I knew, to be honest. I didn't go telling it, you know. No, I don't know why or what. I just didn't want to really. Okay, I wanted to share, like, people that were friendly with me knew the crack, like, but I wouldn't be going around telling everybody that's what I was at, like, just because kind of I went to grammar school, like, and they would all everyone was like playing golf and playing cricket and stuff, and I had as much interest in that as going to the moon, so
you were burning rubber.
I just kept myself to myself, really, on that side of things.
Well, what did your friends think of it that knew? Like, wasn't that weird for them?
They didn't really get it. Like, there was whoever had been to the house and seen the crack, you know, there was maybe a couple of boys, like ones from farming backgrounds and stuff, were also driving at school, you know, but none of them was competing racing. There was maybe one or two done stock cars, but that was about the closest thing to it, really, like at a motorsport background anyway.
So what was that like growing up then, as like a teenager? Because obviously, like, I was a teenager a long time ago, but like I remember everything was about socializing, especially maybe different in the country, but like being in town, it was, you were socializing. It was about girls and drinking and, you know, being where everybody else was and stuff like that. You were just gone at the weekends.
Mine was very different now.
Even the weekends, you were just gone on the track.
Yeah, like everyone at school, it was always the chat on Friday, who's going down the town, like.
Yeah.
For what reason, I don't know. You just go down the town, go into a shop, talk shit, you know. I think I maybe went down the town twice in the 5 years I was in secondary school, like, and I just didn't see the attraction of it. So I just got the bus on home then.
No,
and never was at a teenage disco in my life either.
Never? No. We were, well, I was going to say you didn't miss much, like, but because it was the same shit every weekend.
Yeah.
But like, I know whenever I was like 15, we would have been, like, I still vividly remember it, every Friday. It was my year in school, the year below me and the year above me, and for some reason our 3 years just clicked and we all ended up in the park.
Yeah.
So like the local park was where we drank, and the weekends would have been 100 people in that park. Just our 3 years in school, and there would be like 3 classes in each year and stuff, and it was just looking back on it, freezing cold winters, standing with your jeans soaking, shoes soaking, just about half in a box of beer with somebody. It doesn't sound appetizing at all.
No, it maybe did at that time, but it definitely doesn't now.
I think back then it's all you had to do.
Aye.
Plus, I suppose it's different now. Like, whenever I was growing up, there was no social media.
Yeah.
So, like, well, Bebo, I don't know if you remember Bebo.
No.
So, like, Bebo would have been like one of the first ones in MySpace. But if you wanted to socialise with people, you had to actually go see people.
Yeah.
So that was like, we couldn't stay in the house and socialise. You had to actually leave the house.
I would say that's probably what changed between yours and my generation, really. Like,
Oh, big time. Like,
like now, people, why would you even leave the house?
No, because you can do everything online.
I even caught myself yesterday. I got a notification on the phone saying your package was delivered this morning. Ordered something off TikTok, whatever it was.
Aye.
And I said to mum and dad, you see a parcel? No. And before I would go out and check the post box, I went on to the email to view the tracking, had to put in the code to see the picture where he left it. He left it in the post box at the front door, like.
Before you would just go check?
Before I would go out and check, like. There's nothing to do with social media, but it's the same kind of concept, like. I
find myself, like, even my phone, and like I try and be aware of it, like how much time I waste on it. And like there's times I'll just sit and an hour will pass and I'm like, what the fuck have I just done?
Yeah, like, absolutely nothing.
I have watched shit that I would not choose to watch.
Yep, doom scrolling.
Oh, big time. I actually only got TikTok for this podcast. So like I avoided it.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated the thought of it. But then as soon as I got this podcast and I have an account for it, and I fell into the trap. Just watching shit on TikTok. And TikTok's shop too. Like, bans just random shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like Fiverr.
Just because it's cheap, yeah.
You don't care.
You don't have any need for it, but you think you're getting a great deal, so...
Bad. Yeah.
I'm a culprit for that too, like...
It is because it's so cheap. And then they have the videos where someone's telling you it's the best thing ever.
Yeah. Video of some boy and him...
Just getting sold.
No interest in doing it, like...
No, not at all. He just wants his commission.
Yeah.
So what about socializing and friendships then? So do you think it's held you back from like the normal teenage life, or have you got a different world because of drifting? Because I imagine like that's a very different world of people.
There's definitely two sides to it. There's two ways to look at it. Like, see now, I could probably count with my two hands how many friends I have the same age as me.
Yeah.
But like, even when I was starting the drifting, like when I was at school,
yeah,
everyone that I was friendly with at it was all a good 5-6 years older than me, if not more. Like, and then whenever you left school, you didn't really speak to the ones from school, really. Like,
no, like me, like what I just told you about us going down the park, could have been 100 of us, and you knew everybody's name. Yeah. Everybody knew you were friendly with everybody. But like, see now that I'm in my 30s, like I probably count in one hand, like people that I would call friends, like a load of mates.
Yeah.
Loads of people that I would have been friendly with years ago. It's still like I still wouldn't walk past them on the street. But in terms of like close friends, I can count in one hand.
Yeah.
I think it does just narrow down. I don't even, it sounds weird to say, right? I don't even think like we were meant to have that many people around us.
Not at all.
No.
But that's like, I wouldn't really speak to anyone my age, well, from school or stuff anyway, like, but I think at that time, because I was spending the weekends with a load of older boys, it kind of matured me a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Like, a world of people had said to me whenever I was that age that they couldn't believe I was that age because of how mature I was. Not fucking saying I'm fucking prim and proper, like, but just because of who you're spending time with, you pick up their habits, you
you'd have to, because they tell you, like, it's that stupid thing where you're going to be the average of the 5 people you're not going out with, and if you're not going out with older people, that's what you're going to, like, even like kids growing up, you kind of take your mannerisms and personality based off like what you see and what you interact with. So if you were with older boys, it's only natural you were going to mature a bit quicker.
I would say that I think we're starting to go backwards now, but we were going the right way at some stage. Like,
you've kind of wised up, but you thought, fuck, I've missed out.
I missed out in these years to make it back again.
Yeah, I've missed out in being a little shit. Well, so what about drifting then? So back to that, because obviously you're a drifter. What would you say your hardest day has been in drifting, where you've been like, fuck this, why am I even bothering? Have you ever had that day where you've questioned it?
Many of them days. To be honest, them bad days are never at the events, I don't think.
No?
I think they're either the days after, if something really bad has happened, or the days before it where you're having a comfortable time. Like, because even the first round last year, my car was brand new built this time 2 years ago. So it would have been the start of the season last year. Obviously was looking forward to this is my first professional event in the new car, and it's going to be the best thing ever. Like,
yeah.
And the car show Dub Shed in Lisburn.
Yes.
Well, it was on, I think it was Dub Shed anyway, and someone had asked me to go up and do passenger runs.
Yeah.
So you were getting a tenner every run you done. I says, absolutely, I'll go and do that. So went up, started doing passenger runs, all happiest man in the place with a big bangy limiter and flames and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it was 2 days. So on the Saturday I made like 200 quid. And like that wouldn't have covered even my fuel, never mind my tires.
I was going to say, because I was talking I said to you before the podcast, first time I met James Dean, and one of the questions I asked him was about how long does a set of tires last? And he was like, 1 run.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean one run? It's like £300 for me to put a set of tires in my QR for the back.
Yeah.
So you're telling me like one.
Just I one battle really, two laps of the track.
And they're gone.
Like that table there.
So you lost money?
I definitely lost money, but I was enjoying myself anyway. And then come the Sunday, a bad rattle came into her, and that was the end of that engine. This was my fully forced engine. She was my baby, like.
So that was your engine for the race season coming up?
That was my, like, I whenever I was building the car, I was like, look, I'll do the engine proper now, and then it should be good to go.
Yeah.
And it was probably my own doing that blew it up, but anyway, I've matured a bit since then. So that was the Sunday. I think that was 2 weeks before, maybe 3 weeks before the first round, Jap Fest, which is one of the biggest events of the year, and blah, blah, blah. So blew up on that Sunday, and I was like, oh boys, that's me out for the year, like. So went then on the following Tuesday, got the boat over to Scotland. The boy I'm friendly with has a workshop, does all that stuff, and started into fixing her. Stripped it all, found damage. I brought 2 other engines with me for parts, put the stuff into it, got her dynoed, brought her home, tested her that Sunday. She was grand.
Yeah.
And that was the week before then. So that was the Sunday after she blew up. And then the following Sunday was Jap Fest. But we had a practice day on the Friday. So I was happy enough on that Sunday, thinking, whole episode's over, back to happy days now. And went to service her on the Tuesday, I think, or the Wednesday. I think it must have been the Wednesday. And as I was servicing her, the oil was full of filings again. Oh, so that engine was kaput also. This was on the Wednesday, and me going there from the Friday morning. Right. This was the Wednesday evening, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's definitely at this time, like. So that was bad form. And my uncle Lee, who I was talking about, who got me into it, he was chatting to me because he was going down. His girlfriend's wee brother also does it. We'd all be friendly. Right. And he was asking me how I was getting on, getting ready for it and stuff. And I was like, not good now. And then he rang me. He's like, what? I was, this engine's dead. Like, right, get it pulled out. I'll be there in an hour and a half. He lives in Staban. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, he says, I have a full engine here ready to go in. He says, I'll be there in an hour and a half. I says, no, man, I'm not risking another one. Like, he says, I'm coming now. He says, so you can either start pulling out now or start doing it there. And I was like, what? So me and Dad started pulling the engine out anyway. And true enough, we just had it out, and he landed in the van, opened the back doors, and there was another complete engine. And I was like, sorry, I can't afford this. Like, if I break this, he says, take it with you. He says, you won't see you stuck. So put it into her. When that was the Wednesday night, I think it was all night near enough on Wednesday night, into work on the Wednesday or the Thursday, back at her again the Thursday evening. I don't know what time we finished up. I just remember being in the shed on Thursday night. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had been just drinking tins of Red Bull to keep me awake. And I mean, I was vibrating, like
shaking,
trying to make oil pipes, and you can't even hold the pipes, like. And got her in anyway on the Friday. It was Friday morning, I'd say. We were supposed to be leaving at like 4 o'clock that morning. Didn't obviously leave that early. Took her up and down the lane for a test, and there's a big like an oil housing goes on the side where the filter is supposed to go, and it's kind of like threaded into the block. It's a badish design, but up the lane anyway. I was top of third gear, and what speed I was doing, the next thing, bang, the whole windscreen covered with oil, and I was like, I've blew up another one, but this is going to be the end of me. But got her stopped quick enough and welded the nut onto it and filled her up again, and she was good to go. We missed the Friday practice day, the last session, by about 10 minutes, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Straight down the road.
So then do you have to go out on the Saturday without practice?
Out on Sunday morning, just first running. But finished 4th that day anyway, in the first round of the Pro Championship, so I was more than happy to say at least.
More happy?
Considering the 3 weeks before I didn't think it was going, the 2 weeks before I wasn't, you know.
Well, that's the way to ride, like. So see, whenever you have them bad days, like, what do you do to clear your head? Like, is it just, you just work at the cure and you block everything else out, or?
You just think of the good days, really.
Think of the good days?
Like, you could have 10 bad days and one good day, you just forget about the whole lot, like.
Aye, so like that, like those haze when they come are like that hay to
Yeah.
whack everything else out.
So that's my feeling anyway about it. Like, I just think like if you're going out and win an event, it's just the best thing ever.
Yeah. So like talk about what we can't touch on it there. What about financial struggles? So like how like I tell you what, if I wanted to drift tomorrow, or some 16-year-old wanted to drift tomorrow, how would I get into drifting? What would be my steps? What would I do? So anybody that is watching has ever thought about drifting, like this would be what you would do. So like cheap and cheerful.
Yeah.
How does someone start enough to compete at a beginner level?
The first thing, I wouldn't go all out the first go, like, because the way most people's success comes is by driving shite. Yeah. Like, you pull a car out of a hedge that the wheels are pointing like this, that is 200 horse, and start driving it. They react so bad, so you know how to react to fix it, you know? Right. So whenever you get into something good, then you already have the practice of if this happens or if that happens. So I wouldn't go, you know, all guns blazing in the car first lift. 350Z would probably be my goal. Like if I was starting again, I would say I'd go for 350. Just bog standard, welded diff in it, and a bit of extra lock and a handbrake. And away you go. Like that's what my sister has now. It's a bit higher spec, like, but see them now for a sit-in and go car. They're the go-to.
They're the go-to. Do you need to do anything to the engine, or does it have enough power to spin the wheels?
No, they're 300 horse from standard. They're V6.
So good to go. And what are you talking for one of those cars, like second hand?
And around, I think I got hers in England for just under $3,000. And around $3,000.
That's cheap then.
It's expensive compared to when I was starting, and you were buying yokes at £300 and £400.
Yeah.
But now, like they don't really break really.
No.
Like they're a good reliable car. Like.
Right. So $3,000 then gets me the car. You said about welding the diff.
I would say $5,000 would see you well finished, like ready to go.
Finished.
Safety seat, you know, your seats and your harnesses and stuff.
Oh, all your fire retardant gear and all. Yeah. So what about your drift weekend then? So if I want to enter an event, how much would a beginner event cost me? Like tires, fuel, entry fee.
They're doing just track days up at Bishop's Court now, which is the only really place local in the north and a way to go. I think your entry's in around £100, and if you're going through 8 to 10 tires, say they're £40 a piece, say there's 400 for tires, £100 for your entry, and probably £100 of petrol. Similar, well, your diesel in the van, everybody's their own, like, so I'd say £500-600 would see you a good weekend, really.
So it's going to cost you also £600 then for the race weekend?
Well, you can go all the way, you know, you can get second-hand tires and stuff, but then they don't last, you know, you're only fighting against yourself, really, like.
Yeah. So
I'd say around the £500 or £600 mark would get you a practice weekend anyway.
So it's an expensive bit of sport then?
It is.
How often are these race weekends, or how often would you have to go?
I think they do the practice days once a month, but like for me this year, I don't know how many times it was 2 weekends, maybe 3 weekends on the bounce, doing different championships, you know. So it's not, and like my weekends aren't costing me £600. So
no, I was going to say, because like I'm thinking about like a starter, or someone starting out there, you know, $5,000 to get you started, £600 a weekend. That's
just roughly like that.
You know, that's going to be another that's going to be about another $7,500 for race weekends over the year. You know, somebody working on a minimum wage, it's not easy to.
No,
it's all your spare money.
Yeah, and more.
And more. So what about for the likes of yourself then? Like whenever you say someone started like building up the ranks and stuff. So what's for a professional now? What's someone at the professional level, like roughly what's it costing the likes of yourself and the rest of the boys?
Even I would be in the lower, the very, like if there was 4 brackets in the pro, I'd be in the lowest one for the car spec and the setups and stuff. And I would say every event still costs me between £2,000 and £2,500 a weekend.
That's mental. Like, how do you find funding it then? Because obviously, so you just working to fund it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how I fund it, to be honest.
Just every penny you can get.
Yeah.
But I think when you find something that is just a pure love for the game, like nothing else matters. Like when you get money, it is just to go drifting.
Yeah.
What about sponsors?
Sponsors have been very good this year now, to be fair. I'm still putting every penny I have and more into it, but they're definitely easing the load. Like trying to get, there's a bit less pressure on me, you know. There's a good bit of help, but like still, I don't know how I've made it possible this year. Like I'm not on a big massive wage, and I'm not getting tens of thousands.
Like from sponsorships?
From sponsors. Like, it's just every penny.
Are sponsors, like, how do you even work out, like, what a sponsor gives you? Like, is it just all whatever they want, basically? Like, whatever they deem you're worth type thing?
It's kind of hard for me now. Well, like, this year was kind of hard to value because I didn't know what it was, you know, like, I didn't plan to do any drifting this year at all. That's the God's honest truth.
No. We just going to take a year off, or the car wasn't ready, you said fuck it?
Because I was in the Middle East from just February till March. I was over there for 5 weeks drifting.
Was that Oman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then whenever I came home, I was like, right, that's it. Spent enough. We'll take the year out now and get ready to go and do it again next year. And that sort of went the complete opposite way of that. And then went to the first round and that through the whole thing then.
We'll circle back to Oman because that's actually one of my questions here. So what about, like, just to finish off the sponsors and finances thing then, so how do you get sponsors? Do they come to you? Do you go to them? Do you have like a target of like, I need X amount for this season, and you just keep going?
Yes and no. Like, I've never really been in the position. Like, last year was my first year in pro in a new car, untested. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, so I couldn't be going out asking your man for 10 grand or 20 grand, whatever. And then this year I got a good bit now for Oman. Last year it was a good help. And then this year I obviously wasn't really on the ball because I didn't think I was doing as much as I was.
Yeah.
But now I have documents now. I've been on it since August, I'd say, trying to get stuff sorted for next year, because you need to be on the ball with these things. Like, you don't, every Tom, Dick and Harry's waiting. As soon as the season's finished, right, we'll start next year, or the months before the season, you know. But no, they've definitely been good help. Like, I remember even Lee again years ago, we used to work in the same job, and he was out drifting pro as well. And I was like, sir, how are you affording this? Like, he says, no matter what you do, he says, you'll always find money to go drifting. I said, I don't believe you. Like, I never heard true words in my life.
You're like, I do. I just don't realise it, but I do.
Yeah.
What's your sponsors want in return? Do they just want to support the local scene with the drivers they like, or will they say, like, you have to do so many appearances, or
the way it is now, like, it's nearly more beneficial for them on the social side of things.
Yeah.
Like, they're not as interested in seeing stickers in the cars. Yes, it's always going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't think they gain as much from the stickers on the cars, you know what I mean?
I suppose it's where people's eyes are on. People's eyes are on social media.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, if you see a car go past, you're not going to sit and read every sticker on it, really, unless you really like the car, which is very select few, I would imagine. But no, it's really all about just trying to push the brand and, give them as much coverage as possible. It's more of a partnership, I would call it now, like, because they're investing in you as a person and as a driver, so you have to give back, make their investment worth it, really.
Yeah. It's like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. You talked about Oman there. So what was that experience like? Because, like, Dubai's one thing on my bucket list. My partner doesn't really want to go because of the whole, like, she thinks they're very bad towards women.
Yeah.
So, but I still want to go. It's like, we're going at some point.
That sounds like you're going yourself then.
Does that? I think the agreement we came to was we can go on the way to somewhere. So if we're going to, like, Thailand or Bali or something, it's like, we can go and stop off for me, but she has to get somewhere else after. So, but, like, it's somewhere I think it's just, like, crazy the amount of money that they're spending on, like, building up the tourism sector in that part. So, like, what was that like being out there? Was it 4 or 5 weeks?
4.5 weeks, yeah, with Oman, and then I spent 2 days in Dubai and 1 in Abu Dhabi. That was class.
How did that come about?
Just so after last year's Irish Championship, I finished second, and, like, it was my first year in it in the pro. And I can't remember if it was at the last event or at the awards night. The organizer came to me. He would have a good bet. He judges the Oman Championship as well. And he came to me and said, would you be interested in going out? And I said, absolutely, like. And he sent me the registrations and stuff, and they do, like, a driver program. So, like, there was four, might have been 6 or 8, like, international, like, European drivers that they ship your car. They pay to ship your car there. They pay your flights and 2 cruise flights. They put you up the whole time in a hotel. They pay your, they look after you, like.
Yeah.
Like, it costs you the same amount to go drifting here as it does over there.
Oh, really? So all you really need to spend the money.
Yeah. The only thing is you're not working when you're there either, like, so it's you don't have as much income, but
You're watching the bank balance just go down.
yeah, it's going down, not going up again. But no, it was class. Like, I would love to. I'm definitely going to go back.
What was the heat like?
It was dead on.
Like I'm sure the cars get hot here. What was it like over there?
Warm.
Do you don't have any like ventilation in those cars, don't you? Like everything's just stripped out.
No, we have nothing here. There's a couple of European boys, like the big crews, would have the helmets with or cool suits or helmets with vents in them. You'll never see it. There's like a pipe going from the helmet to the roof. They have like a roof scoop in the roof, and that's piped down into the helmet to give you fresh air. But no, we wouldn't have.
No, you wouldn't have them here.
We've no need for it here. You don't get a wet mouth here, like.
No, I always find it funny too. Whenever the cars fill up with smoke, and you have to open the doors.
Yeah.
You just can't. Like, what's that like when that happens? Can you just not see anything?
I remember it was actually no man at the first round in my second qualifying run. My car, so it was a nighttime event. They always do it nighttime under the lights, and the floodlights glare off the smoke wouldn't be great to start with.
No.
But my car, the young boy that I am, has a tinted windscreen, tinted side windows, and I have a tinted visor in my helmet. So I remember going for a big run, come round the first corner, the whole in the limiter the whole way around, and the way the track was, you like crossed over on yourself, came back. And I remember coming back and I just seen this cloud and I was like, I can't see a thing. But and there was a wall like here and I was coming this way towards it. I was like, I can't see. I actually have the video. I can see nothing here, like, and I just had to go easy, like, or I couldn't see where I was going.
Hey guys, are you looking for wheels that combine cutting edge design with unbeatable performance? Meet Strom Wheels, built for drivers who demand more. Proudly owned by CM Wheels, one of the most trusted names in the industry, Strom is fast becoming one of the most recognised names in motorsport wheels, trusted by top drivers across the world. From Drift Masters Europe to Formula Drift USA to leading series across the UAE, New Zealand and Australia, Strom drivers are making their mark on the global stage. Join the movement, drive Strom. Check out their full range today at stromwheels.com. I always laugh whenever they open the doors and you just see the smoke just piling out, out of the
You're nearly thinking of fire, like.
Yeah, it's mental. You touched on something there. Was something I was going to ask you. You've done Europeans, haven't you? Mm-hmm. No, have you ever been to Europe drifting?
I done a wild card in Drift Masters this year in Mandela.
I'm in Mandela, yeah. Yes, the wild card. How'd that one come about?
I don't really know.
That was a big opportunity.
It was good now. I applied for it, but I think I applied too late. And then, like, at that stage, I was leading both the Irish Championship and the English Championship.
Yeah.
And I think, was it 2 weeks before it, I had won an event, whatever it was, and the Drift Masters then released the wild card, and the amount of comments and stuff under it tagging me and saying, why am I not on it, and blah, blah, blah. I would say that's probably what turned them.
Oh, so they released the wild cards and you weren't on it?
Yeah.
And
no, I wasn't going, like.
You weren't going then?
No. And then the amount of comments and stuff they got and shares asked it or looking for me to be on it, and I was like, I didn't ask anybody to do it, like, I wasn't even really ready to be doing it, like, but whenever it was all going on, I sort of thought, well, we'll go with it and see what happens.
What was that feeling like whenever you seen all these people like backing you that you didn't even know?
Unreal.
Yeah.
You would never have thought, you always know there's people supporting you, like, but you never would think to that they would go out of their way to want to give you an opportunity, if you know what I mean. Like, it's alright just saying, oh, you're going well today, like, but they took time out of the day to go and do whatever to try and give me another opportunity, like. That's
great, like. How'd you do that event?
All right. Qualified, I think 15th, and out of all people to get, I got Dwayne McKeever then top 32.
Oh yeah.
So we could have battled a bit closer. Well, it wasn't too bad. It was in Mandela, like. Went one more time with Dwayne, and then on the second run I DB'd a tire on the initiation, and that was that. Game over.
I like watching Dwayne drift because for me, he's either going to win or break the car. Yeah. There's no
in between. Like.
There's no in between. Either he's breaking something or he's going to win.
I would say he's maybe reason some of my habits too. Like.
Yeah, like I love watching James Dean. He's just like technically perfect.
He's a robot. Like.
Technically perfect. And there's Dwayne who's just like, I'm putting my foot down until someone hands me a medal or the car goes on fire.
There's a hand throttle on it.
It's not coming up.
But now I even remember before going to Oman, like whenever I did get accepted into it, like we had a whole big family meeting in the house because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make this possible money wise, because the thing going away out there, like all my car parts are everyone out there has fancy gearboxes and diffs, so if you did break one of them, you're fine, like you'll get a smaller spare. But mine was all standard stuff, and trying to find BMW parts in the Middle East wouldn't be handy, like, so I had to go and buy spares of every part, And then, so that was all right. I had all the spares. And then the next thing we realised was, this thing's been shipped in November and it's not coming back to May. We can't send all our tools with it, like, because there'll be no work done on the shed then.
Oh, so you had to go buy all new tools then?
I had to go and buy all the tools then for the car to go out. And like, it's all right with everyone else. They probably already had drifting toolboxes, you know, just in the van, but we never had any of that.
You just took them from the garage?
Just took them out and then put them back in Sunday evening. So that was...
It just sounds like one of them sports where you think you're done spending money and then something else goes, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You haven't thought of this, or what about this, or what about this? Yeah.
But that's even for weeks, like there was tears in my house over it, like whether I was going or, you know, being able to go or not.
I was going to say, like, it's bound to be a big financial strain on the family, but even like a big emotional strain, because you're just, it was like, you're just going to go and not work, but it's a great opportunity, so they don't want to see you missing out. But, you know, does the family pull together, try and make it happen?
Oh, if it wasn't for the family behind me, I would be nowhere. Like,
no,
they couldn't do any more to support me than they do.
That's good though.
That's the thing. Like, they say it's weird. Like, they're probably the only parents that spend every weekend with their children. Still, you know, like I'm 22. You know, there's not many other 22-year-olds spend the full weekend with their mum and dad. Like, no, it's good. Like, we all get on the best, and they're always there, and they couldn't help me anymore if they tried. Like,
you know what? That's good. That's good. What? So you said about shipping the car. So your car was going to go out in November, and it wasn't coming back to May. So like, is your car just gone then? You have no drift. You have no drift car. No.
He's away on the big boat.
On the big boat.
Takes them 60 days to get 2 months to get there.
So they just go in a container then, do they?
Yeah, 40-foot container, 2 cars go into it and all your stuff. That was still a tight squeeze. You think you've a lot of room until you start packing for 3 events.
Oh, did you have to put it in the container?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought the container. Ours was being shipped from Belfast, and I got them to deliver the container up. There's a yard beside me sells agricultural equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
And they have a loading ramp for containers, so
Yeah.
we got the use of it to load everything into it. And then away she went. Never seen her for 2 months.
Like, could you open the door? No.
What do you mean?
Like, whenever you pull the car in, could you even open the door?
You could open the door just enough to get out.
Just not to get out, aye.
If it was any bigger, I wouldn't have been getting out. Like,
No. And then you said 2 cars going in it?
yeah.
So were you second or first?
My car went in first on the way. See, it was another boy from here, from Cork. He came up and we all loaded it together. Like, my car went in first on the way there. I went in second on the way home. For whatever reason, I don't know. But like, I was mad. Like, you loaded her up and the way she went, you nearly forgot about it. You know, and then the time comes, you get on a plane, 24 hours later, or near enough 24 hours later, you're on the other side of the world. You open the same container that you loaded in the yard and your car's there. You're like, the feeling was like, I don't know what it was, but I nearly just didn't believe it, you know?
It's a great opportunity, like.
Oh,
Yeah, like, even great experience. Like, what's it like being without your car?
without it?
Like, are you tied to it?
No.
No. So like, when it's gone, didn't feel like something was missing.
Well, we actually, at that stage, we done a lot of drifting in Scotland in the practice cars over the winters. So like me and Connor and Jack Sham all went over, and Fionn, and you know, there was a good crew of us all went over to practice in Scotland. We had practice cars over there. So I can't remember if it was that year, but I would say there was plenty of drifting done even without her. Like,
Even without it, there's always something to do.
yeah.
I seen, actually, I don't know if you've heard of it, 360 Motorsport down in Kerry, yeah. So we would do some stuff for them, and I've actually been talking to him, and he does a drifting day where he teaches you to drift. And I think it's in 350 sets.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to go to it, right? Because I would love to learn how to drift.
Yeah.
But my problem is, I'm the only one of my mates would go to it.
Yeah.
And it's like a 5-hour drive.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bad spin, boy.
So
You'd be quicker driving to the moon, like.
I know.
Here.
So like, in my head, I'm going like, I love to book it and go, but I'm going to be going on my own. And if I ask my woman to go, she's going to say yes, but she's going to hate my guts for it.
Yeah.
You know, she's sitting there fuming for the whole weekend.
It'd be a good drive down, but bad drive home.
Yeah.
No, it's a cool wee track now. It's very good.
I would love to go down for I don't know what it's called, but I know you can pay it, and like, there's a teacher in the car with you, and you go out in there in his cars.
The beginner's day or something, I think.
Yeah, something like that. It's on my bucket list, and I'm going to do it at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into drifting because, I'll be honest, I can't afford it.
Yeah.
But I would love.
You're smarter than I say.
That's smart. Just broke. I haven't got the tens of thousands a year to blow in a car.
You're still better off.
I don't even know about that. But weirdly, I do think the same. I weirdly think though, if I'll be the same as you. If I ever did start, I would just find a way, and I would still be broke.
Yeah,
but I would find a way. It's like any freaking hobby.
Again, I don't know how I made this year possible. Like, we started adding it up there at a time. I'm on how much I had spent on tires this year, and I had to stop him before he told me the figure. Like,
Oh, really?
I was going to scare me. But that's the thing, I don't know where it came from. You know, you always just find something.
Would you, when you reach out to sponsors, then do you try and pick sponsors like what it'd be for money to put into the pot to do everything, or would you try and find like, I need fucking tires, give me a tire sponsor?
There's ways to be done for everything. Like,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of my sponsors are parts companies who supplied a lot of the parts to me when I was building the car.
Yeah.
So like there's the likes of Nuke Performance who done the full fuel setup. It's all for ethanol fuel, which I run. So like all has to be PTFE braided lines. Like the stuff is a clean fortune. Like, and they looked after me, supplied me with all that stuff. EBC brakes is another one. They gave me this brake kit for the car there this year, and the calipers, they're unreal. Like, so a lot of them is parts as well, and you can get tire turn distribution was good to me this year. But realistically, it's money you need for it. Like, money covers everything. If you had a tire sponsor or a fuel sponsor, yeah, it takes a lot of the hit off.
At what level would you not have to worry about money, or is there enough money in drifting to be there? Because like people probably like I for a bit of a background, like 3 years ago I didn't know about drifting. Like, so say about 4 years ago, I knew it existed. I did, but I thought it was by just diffing about having a bit of crack.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting a client that was his Strong Wheels, and we've done merch for them for the past like 4 years, and he then obviously introduced me to drifting because he is in the drifting scene.
Yeah.
And bit by bit, I just started to see a wee bit more, and you're like, fuck me, this is like these are full arenas with like 70,000 people over in Poland, is it?
Poland, yeah.
Yeah, you're going, this is a big operation.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing, and you meet the boys from drift games, and it's like, fuck, you guys have a full company built around like, fuck, you're paying wages. People's living off this, and it's just around drifting.
Yeah.
And then obviously now Driftland have just built their own track.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't know it was as big as it is, and they're like, this is a fucking proper sport. Like this isn't boys just diffing about up in this corner having a bit of crack.
Yeah.
It's a full on like sport with sponsors and TV coverage and presenters. Got the whole works like.
Oh.
Like, do you think, is it still, well, tell you what, you're in it 11 years. Have you noticed a big difference in the sport being built?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a different game now.
What was it like 11 years ago?
I don't know if I can say that near.
Was it like Nuts Corner?
It was Nuts Corner we were at.
Yeah.
So it was. It wasn't just it was still a competition layout, the format, like. Yeah. But it was Nuts Corner, and there was a wee airfield up in Eglinton, just a slab really, like, with a layout onto it. Bishop's Court airfield. Them was really the tracks we had up here.
Have you ever done Tullyrone?
Oh,
that's my partner's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's class.
My missus' mum and dad owns it.
Class.
So it's again, ended up going out there to watch the drifting one night.
That's the best event of the year, I'd say. In this country, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's Kevin Quinn organises that, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just like an Irish Poland, really. It's like an arena without seats.
Yeah. It's just how we do things.
Oh, it's class. I missed it. The whole time I was building my car, I always said, right, so we're ready for Tullyrone this year. What didn't care about anything else, was ready for Tullyrone. And that's the first.
Why is that though? Because it's not a big like event in the circuit. It's just a fun day for drivers.
I think it's just the atmosphere. Like, you go in the gate, or you go into the track, the gate closes, and you just see hundreds of headlights out around you, and the floodlights. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's the atmosphere and the track itself, and.
Because like that's what I find about it. It's like you're very close to the track.
Yeah.
Like you can like whatever. Like if you're standing by the fence, right? You're getting hit. You're gonna hit with rubber.
Yeah.
Like you actually, the rubber coming off the tires, you're getting hit with.
That's the thing. There's not many tracks here you can get that really now.
Close. Yeah.
Years ago, yeah, but then health and safety, just right.
Just right now.
But like Tullyrone would be one of the very few where you can get so close to see everything go past you, like.
Yeah, it's a great night. Like I love it. Then obviously Mandalo, I've been to, it's great, but like it's more proper with like the seating, like a proper racetrack. So you don't get as close, but then you get all the TVs where you can see all the bits around the track.
The thing about drifting is, if you go to watch any motorsport, I couldn't name you another one where you can sit in one seat the whole time and not miss anything happen.
You don't actually.
Like,
Because I remember even again going back to Mandello, like you couldn't see them start
yeah,
because they started over a hill on a straight. But like as soon as they got to the end of the straight and they were in their first corner, I seen everything else.
Yeah.
Like live on my eyes.
if you're sitting at the very top of the grandstand, you can see the start line. That's how high up. That's how much that hill is. Like,
Oh, so if I would have went back up, if I would have went to the top,
yeah.
I would have seen.
See, when we're sitting in the start line,
Yeah.
and you're looking up over the hill, the only thing you can see is the top row of the grandstand.
Oh, really?
That's how much you wouldn't believe it, like, but that's how much of a hill that is.
I'll have to remember that for next time.
If you're in the start line, you can just see the roof.
Because we were halfway up, and I would have watched the start on the screen,
Yeah,
or else you would have just heard them start, and then you would have waited for them coming over the hill,
yeah.
and then that's just that handbrake turn into the right corner.
You would never think the hill was that high, but we can see nothing from the start line. Like,
Have you done? Were you down at Driftland?
in Scotland.
No, not Drift. Or what's Drift Games track? Driftland.
I can't remember what they called it. Sportsland.
Sportsland. Were you down at the opening of that?
No, I wasn't. I was in England that weekend for the prize given for the UK series. Otherwise, I would have been down at it.
I've seen the videos and stuff of like the bikes have done really, really well.
Oh, it's very well done now.
I
must download it in the simulator. It's as close as I'll get to this year.
Oh well, because drifting simulators, right? So like obviously you think of simulators as like flight simulator, massive money because they train pilots on it. You have like F1 simulators, super like MotoGP, big money.
Yeah,
I've seen these drifting simulators. It's like, who's making this?
It's a game called Assetto Corsa, and you can make about anything in the world for it. Like,
oh really?
And then we just use all the same hardware as like the F1 sims and stuff. We use the wheelbases and the pedals and stuff. Like, there's a world of companies supply that stuff, and you can go anywhere you want. Like, you can have your setup anywhere from $2,000 to $200,000. Like, no problem.
And how close is that technically to like say I was on a simulator and I was drifting? Could I hop in your car and drift the same?
Not the same, but it would give you a good head start. That's actually what I would tell anyone that's starting drifting, is to get a sim. It's going to cost you $2,000 or $3,000 to start, but you don't have to put tires in it. You don't have to put fuel in it. You know,
there's no £600 a weekend.
No, you can go there on a Wednesday evening at 2:00 and go and drift tracks in Japan or in America. You know, and it's the car control that it gets you. That's, I would know. I haven't used it as much this year now, but in past years I've done a lot of hours on it. Like, and it's just mind stuff. You know, it's knowing what to do and what to press at certain times to make the car react.
Learning the tracks.
Yeah,
because it is, again, like from only sort of following the sport the past couple of years, and not even following it deep, but just being like aware of the sport and like watching bits and pieces. Again, I thought it was just by thinking about, you know, it was two guys going around the track, having a laugh, sliding around the corners. Yeah, it was a bit of crack, and it was like, I don't know, whoever got the biggest cheer won, something like that. But then when you get into it, there's judging, there's the boxes, and then there's the lines around the edges. So you have to hit your markers, and then stay within that line. Around
that's basically the same as like track limits for F1. Like, you know, that's to mark the edges of the track, and then the clipping points is to put the clipping points on the desired line for the lead car. So you have to have the best line through the track as possible to give the chase car the best chance to chase you, if you get me. So
does the chase car not have to hit the markers?
You swap places. So you, like, say me and you was doing a battle.
Yeah.
I would lead the first run and you would chase me, and then we would go back to the start line and then you would lead and I would chase you, and then it's judged over the 2 runs, you know? So whenever you're the chase car, you don't have to hit the markers. You just have to be as close as possible. You just have to be as close as possible. With keeping the same angle. If you're as close as possible and tidy, you're going to be in the boxes anyway, or damn close to it. Like, close to it. And then what about that, like, switch over, the transition? Like, is that scary? No, it's class. That's the best thing I'd say. Best thing in. Because whenever I was on the phone to you about booking on this, I was talking to you about it, I find that mental, like how close they get. Yeah. Like, I don't know, again, probably a lot of people, I suppose a lot of these viewers are going to come, people that do watch drifting. Yeah. But like, whenever like you're going around a corner and all of a sudden you just, lead car whips the all way, and I've seen like you'd almost have to brake or back off a bit. Yeah. Because otherwise his boot, your bonnet's going to go into his boot. And like, I've seen some of them where they're scraping, and it's like, what? I've seen even times me transitioning behind people, and like, most of our cars are all fiberglass, so if you do touch a wall or whatever, you don't have a lot of fixing to do. You know, it's maybe a scrape or something. Yeah. So the back of them would always be brave and flimsy. And I've seen me transitioning times and my bonnet going under their the back panel of their car, and you just see the panel lifting over your bonnet and down over again. But like that doesn't actually affect the car.
No.
You know, because it's flexible.
What about if you were the league car? Would you feel that impact? Like, would you have to correct for it?
Probably not. If it's all everyone that's car is different. You know, some people might have bash bars to the very back of the cars, or some people might have like a foot long crumple zone or something. So if you're in it, you're not going to feel it. But if they're hitting the bars at the back, you're definitely going to feel it.
Definitely going to feel it. But if it's just fiberglass, you might not.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, all right. A couple of stupid questions for you then. What flag do you run in your car?
That's Chris there now. Depends now. If it was up to me, you know, I started in the Irish Championship, so I would have the Irish flag on it. But Chris likes to supply me with Union Jacks.
Oh, so it's his fault, is it? Yeah.
He's still not taking the blame for it, but I know who's behind it. He can't hide the truth for this long. Like,
meeting Chris, I'd say there's probably a good chance he was behind it. Because if he thought it was funny, he would have done it. Who's your biggest fan?
Oh, I don't know now. You'd be quite a formal fan because I'm always called by the full title now. You don't never just get Harry. Like,
no.
I would say it's Kerr.
Kerr. You'd be happy to hear that there. I think I would have broke his heart if you'd have said somebody else.
And he's not too sure if Santa's coming this year or not. So
he's not too sure?
No, I asked him the other night and I said, Santa coming? Not, I don't know.
He must have been bold this year, was he?
No, I don't think it would be like him, hey?
No. Well, might have been Omen, but maybe not then. So, what's the best experience drifting has ever brought you? What's been the moment where you're going like, fuck me, this is mad?
I would say Oman.
Oman.
Like, as I say, when you fly over, you're nearly a day flying over and you go out in the heat and you're in a different world, it feels like, and you see your own car and the stuff you packed from home, you know.
From home.
As madness, like.
Do you go on holiday?
I haven't been on a holiday.
So is drifting your holiday?
Drifting.
I was about to say it because so like when you went to Oman, it was like you're not on holiday you're not on holidays seeing other countries. So it's just like when you go drifting, that's your experience.
Yeah. Like I went to Europe 2 years ago for the championship just to give boys a hand, and like you were always there for maybe 4 days, I'd say, and you had 2 days. You normally get 1 day's holiday out of it, or maybe like 2 half days or something. And that's like I've been in a lot of European countries, like, and I couldn't tell you what's in them.
You were just at the track.
You were just there, at the track, like
you flew in, you went to the track and back home again.
Like there's the track in Finland. It's actually in a theme park.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's in Driftmasters.
In a theme park.
Yeah,
I've seen the one in Poland where they do it's the stadium.
It's the stadium. Well, there's one in Finland, and it's in a theme, but like it's nearly in the car park of a theme park.
Really?
Like you're drifting, you come into the first corner, and there's a roller coaster right here, like a stone's throw away from you. It's class. But we were there, and like it's not really near anywhere. And the way it is, there's a big long road up to it, and at the end of the road is a shopping centre. And we stayed at the track, and the only other place we seen was the shopping centre. Like,
so you didn't even see the country.
You just went up and down. The only thing you seen was the 5-hour drive to the airport, and just through forest, like so.
It's looking out the windows.
So Finland's nice from it all I've seen. Like,
out the window of a transfer bus. Do you drink?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not a lot. Like,
not a lot.
Like I couldn't tell you the last time I went out here.
No.
The only time I would drink would be at drifting.
At drifting.
With you go out for a couple of pints or food or whatever.
I was gonna say, so like at a drifting weekend, is there any sort of like, not rituals? That sounds like something like wizardry or something. Or something with like a
in-cast spells each other.
But like, is there any sort of like things that the drifters always like? So after an event, does everybody always go out and get pissed?
No, not really, because most of our events on Sundays.
Sundays.
Some of the European events now, yes, because most of them on Saturdays, so there would always be an after party at the track. But here, not really.
Not really, no.
Like you would always have a good crowd, going to the pub or whatever. Because it is a weekend away, like, Oh,
you had to make the most out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
But like,
you worked hard all year for that weekend.
But like for us going to Cork there for a weekend drifting, you have to go to the pub that evening for a pint or two, like, and then yourself what way that goes. But
you a Guinness man? You a Guinness man?
Get away?
Guinness?
No. Never tried it.
Never tried it?
No. Don't think tenants.
What tenants? Or triple value rebel?
Well, depends what way I'm feeling.
You've had a hard weekend or a hard week. What's the biggest lesson you've had to learn the hard way?
Fuck. That's a hard one now.
Bit of a deep one there, sorry.
Oh, that
just talking about triple bag your Red Bulls.
The biggest lesson I had to learn the hard way. I don't know, sure. I wouldn't really be that deep. I wouldn't really think too much about things like. No. Okay, I would, but not this way. Like, I have a wild bad memory on me too.
I'm the same. That's why I had to write these questions down.
I didn't write my answers down.
No. Well, I couldn't show you before you came.
I don't know. You may come back to me that one. I had to think about
that. What's the best bit of advice you've been given? Who from? First thing comes to your head.
I don't know about the advice now. I would question a lot of people's, somebody's telling me to do something, I would be thrown and say you're not trying to give me advice, you're trying to tell me what to do. Like,
oh really?
I go and do my own thing.
You quite a stubborn head?
I don't know, it would be sometimes.
Kind of touched on it again. It's a drifting weekend. What's it like? I've been a spectator, like in the audience. What's it like from a driver's point of view? Like, what's a drifting weekend like from being behind?
It's the best thing ever for me, like.
Yeah.
Like, especially the likes of Jap Fest and stuff, the big events. Like, you're coming over the hill and you just finish a battle, you get out of the car, you see 15,000 people stand to watch. They're going to watch you. Like that's ridiculous for me. Like, I'm nobody. Like, I live in the arsehole of nowhere. Nobody knows me. And there are 15,000 people standing watching you do what you love to do. That's probably the best feeling, I would say.
Aye.
It's kind of hard to.
It's kind of hard. I'm trying to picture, but it's like, what I'm trying to think about here is like, do you notice the crowd when you're driving?
No.
No.
I don't know.
No.
No.
Do you think if it did, it would put you off?
It's just something. No.
Like, are you not just focused on the track, like the crowd's not there type thing?
No, I wouldn't be that overly. Like, there's videos of me this year coming around the last corner in battles with the middle finger out the window to the boy behind me. Like,
oh, really?
Like, I'm not that focused on it, but I just would never really pay attention to whatever else is going on.
Do you look up to anybody in drifting?
I suppose James Dean, really. Like, his real hero story. Like, he didn't come from a full race team. It
was him and his dad, wasn't it?
Yeah, and his brothers. Like, he started out in the Sierra, just different, really, too. Like, and he's made the sport what it is, I would say, or he's been a damn good help in it.
It's mental. Like, again, I'm only like new into the drifting, like even like following it and stuff. But all the world's best drifters seem to be from Ireland.
Yeah.
like, what is it about the Irish guys dominating the drifting scene?
I don't know if it's the roads or if it's the culture. As I say, whenever you're young, get in and drive that there. I don't know. The road definitely don't help because you need to stay very aware in these roads. Like,
you need to be a decent driver, even just drive about here.
Yeah. Even to get your license.
Yeah.
Never mind drifting.
It's I think it's actually one of the. I can't remember where it is. It's like, I'm going to say Netherlands, but I don't think it is Netherlands. But like, I seen like online again, watching trash on social media, where part of your driving test is they'll make the car lose control.
I have seen that. I think it might be Netherlands.
So like they'll like something on the track and they'll kick the car out.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to.
I think I did see that.
I think it's because they get ice in the winter, so you have to be able to correct if you lose the car on ice.
Jeez, if they bring that in here, the roads would be a lot quieter. That'd be some job.
I think they should bring it in here. I see the amount of people that can't like if you lose a car at all, you panic.
Not even. There's a load of that way, and like, see the amount of people that don't know how to change a wheel. That there should be more mandatory in the driving test than
100%.
Than most of it. Like,
I even know a lot of my mates have cars, like, and they don't know. I had one mate that didn't even put washing fluid in the car. I swear to this day, like, I'm going to say a solid 3 years, right? Didn't have any fluid in his windscreen wipers, and all he done was have a bottle of water. He poured it over the window, and I'm like, it got that bad. One day I filled it from. I was like, I can't keep watching this.
I heard a story whenever I was starting driving. Like, I can't remember who it was. I don't know who it was, but it was someone, and someone was like a passenger with them and driving up the road, and they must have seen somebody they knew and said, "Oh, beep the horn at them." No, I can't waste it. And they're like, "What?" Somebody had told, I think it was a woman, that you only get 10 beeps. and then you have to refill the horn. So she didn't want to waste her. I swear to God. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but it wouldn't surprise me now because it wouldn't have stuck with me if it wasn't true.
Whoever told that woman
that's God's work, like.
Yeah. I man just walked away laughing to himself, knowing that someone's believing
knowing she's not going to get waste her beeps.
God knows how many times he's been a dictator. Doesn't even know.
Yeah. But you know, like, it should all be. There should be a certain bit of car maintenance, I think, in the test, or at least awareness, if not maintenance. Like,
even like topping up your oil or dipping your oil, like just like you said, like changing a tire, topping up your oil, dipping your oil, like something stupid. Like
it should same idea as a forklift, like not really, but like weekly checks and stuff. Like we do a lot of work for delivery companies, like, and see the amount of vans come in that are never dipped for oil, never checked for water, and it ends up costing them a fortune, like just for lack of care, or you know, there's just no interest because it's not theirs or whatever to look at it.
I work for or something. I suppose it is the companies. The drivers just don't give a fuck. Like, they just want to get their day done and get home.
Yeah, and the shape some of them come in like. I wouldn't blame them my push bike, like.
No, my missus is cat for cars, like, and she's just grew up around cars because her dad runs fucking 2 racetracks.
Yeah,
but like she'll have warning lights on. The car will be fucked, and she'll just turn her music up. So she can't hear.
I can't say much. I'm not much better, right?
No, I made her like she changed. Well, I didn't make her, but she changed the car there recently. And I was like, you need, because she drives like, I think she does like 300 miles a week. Like she does a lot of driving. And like I said, like no one will benefit from a better car than you.
Yeah,
because you do a lot of.
You're going to get the use out of it, like,
a lot of motorway. Like she had a wee Clio before, and don't get me wrong, it done her brilliant. But I tried telling her like, this is a starter car. Like this car wasn't made for 70 miles an hour on the motorway.
Yeah,
it's made for nipping about fucking
into the shop.
Into the shop, and the thing was just falling apart. It became a death trap, and she complained to me more times about it being a death trap. And then I finally drove it one day, and it nearly threw me off a bridge. It was like, because she kept saying about this, like, what was it? She kept saying about the steering, like messing about on her or something, or the steering's right, but she doesn't explain things to you properly. Yeah. She just goes, "Oh, the steering's not working." Like, what do you mean it's not working? Steering's not working. Then you go and drive it, and like it's fine.
It's working. It's just not working properly.
Aye, and it wasn't. I mean, it was actually the time I was bringing it to the mechanic for like my mate Stevie, and I went up. I had to go up on the motorway, and it was like a big long like swooping corner, so there's no oil in it. So what I realized was happening was like whenever I got to the top of that hill and I tried to steer, like it's as if the power steering kicked off. And then once I straightened up again, the power steering come back on. So it like near threw me off the fucking bridge. And I realized what happened was you've no fucking oil in this car. So when you're going around a corner, all the oil fucking leaves. Yeah. Like it's all over the side of the sump. And for some reason you're getting no power steering. I was like, that's the only explanation I can think of. But as soon as I got fucking straight again, and the oil went back into the centre, power steering went back on again, and near fucking killed you. He goes, that's what's happening. She kept saying I'd be going around corners and killing her. But she drove for months ago.
That's the thing. Once you get used to it, you're not too worried. Like
drove for fucking months.
Yeah.
Our brakes didn't work too. That was an all. Our brakes didn't work.
That happened to me yesterday. Now I was coming back out of the town. I had a nightmare week with that car right enough, and I was coming back out of the town yesterday and went to brake to turn in, and I just had to go on. The brake pedal just went to the floor. Just one of the drive shaft bolts had loosened and come out, and on its way around and grabbed the brake pipe, because that's on the way into the town. I heard this like a chick, 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 chick. I wondered what it was. It sounded like plasticky. And I had the car on the left of the weekend, and I thought it pulled one of the silly side skirt extensions off. And I thought that's what it was. No, that was her wrapping the brake pipe around the drive shaft.
No, I only had one like fear with brakes before, and I think it was like 2 years ago in winter. It's going to sound very stupid, but me and her was going up to goat yoga. And so it was like this wee farm place, loads of like wee baby goats, and you done yoga. I say I done yoga, you didn't do fucking anything.
You play with the goats, like.
You play with the goats. You lay on the ground and play with the goats.
Yeah.
I just jumped about everywhere. But my car was in the mechanic like the week before or something. And I said to them, look, them brakes aren't right. Check the brakes. And he kept telling me to have the car ready tomorrow. So every day I rang him. I was
like the signs in the pub, free beer tomorrow.
I was like, oh, yeah, pretty much. But he kept telling me tomorrow. So like I kept ringing him tomorrow. And he said, and every day he would tell me, oh, I've got to look at it, but I haven't finished it yet. So I always asked him, what about the brakes? Did you find anything wrong with them? Because I asked him to check them. And he kept saying no. I was like, and then I got the car back on the Friday. Me and her went on the Sunday. And I was up in Castlewellan, like over an hour drive, 5 minutes away from this goat yoga. And I put my foot in the brake and that happened. I was like, fuck. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I was like, I I can't drive home. I may as well just drive on to go do the
Yeah.
yoga here because I'm 5 minutes away and an hour from home.
I
was like, fuck me. Like, that was my first experience of brakes not working, and it put the fear of God in me. I was like, if somebody would have been in front of me, I'd have killed him.
That wasn't my first experience now. I remember I was in Belfast whenever I was in R plates, and I had a Mark 5 Jetta, and it was coming up, the big hill out of Belfast, up the M1. I don't know what road it is, but anyway, coming out of Belfast, heading like for Antrim.
Yes.
Up the big hill, and I heard this ching. That's all it was, ching. And I was like, I thought drove over something on the road, a can or something.
Yeah.
Went to brake down, got up a green then, and the brake pedal again just went to the floor. And I got out and looked around, one of the brake pads had fell out of the back of her. How? I don't know, but the brake pad wasn't there. So I had to drive the whole way home in the handbrake then with using the other brake, or coming into roundabouts and just going from 6th to 4th to 2nd.
Using the gearbox to brake?
Yeah.
Do you mechanic your own car then?
Well, no, I think I don't, that's why the problem. She doesn't get looked near.
I've never had her brake pad falling off.
Oh, that was years ago now. I don't know how it came out. Can't remember if the caliper broke or what, but that was a nightmare now. And then there was one day the clutch cylinder went in her. I had to drive home from work with no clutch, and the first thing I came across was a real busy roundabout. Yeah. I made some content. Hey,
fuck's sake. This podcast is proudly sponsored by Branded Merch. Do your t-shirts look like they came free with the meal deal? Are you sick of merch and uniforms that look cheap, logos that peel, and tees that shrink after one wash? So are we. At Branded, we make merch that your team will actually want to wear. Whether it's uniforms, event gear, your own brand drops, or community merch, we've got you covered. We use premium blanks, proper printed embroidery, and we're upfront and honest about what works, what doesn't, and most importantly, what looks and feels great. No minimums, quick turnaround, and yeah, we actually care about the end product. If you're listening to this and thinking my team could do with some better threads, visit brandedlimited.co and let's make it happen. That's brandedltd.co. And as a listener to this podcast, first time customers can get 10% off with code roundtable10 at checkout. A lot of your life then revolves around cars. You work around cars, your hobby and your professional hobby as it is cars. What do you do for downtime? Like when you're not cars.
I took up golf there.
Took up golf?
I'm no good at it, but I kind of enjoy it. Or fishing.
Fishing?
Real retired man sports, but I enjoy them.
That how you go and switch off then? Golfing or fishing?
It gets you away. If you are stressed or whatever at it, which 99% of the time you're stressed off, you're done with it. I took up golf there in the summertime. Don't know how, because I always slabbered about boys golfing, and here's me out playing golfing. It's
a weird thing. I've always slabbered about golfing too, but the past while I've been saying to myself, I think I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I think I would enjoy it because a bit like yourself, whenever life gets so busy, it's I could just go and switch off.
Yeah. You go out, you put the phone in the bag and you forget about it.
Walk about the field, smack a ball, doesn't matter where it ends up.
Lost 100 of them.
I'll find it somewhere, I'll get it all out of the bag.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it, but in my head I'm also going no, because I don't want to take up golf. I'm telling myself no.
But see, I don't really be too concerned with what other people think of me.
No.
If they see me at the golf course, I'm enjoying it.
No, it's not that. It's even myself, because I know if I take it up, I'm going to just lose a weekend day every week. And we took up, me and two mates took up shooting there.
Yeah.
And we're even finding struggling to get out of that. Go clay pigeon shooting.
I know you're going to add something else to.
We're struggling to get time to book in to do that there.
Yeah.
It's when are we all free? When can we get booked in? I was I'm not adding something else because I can't even fucking manage one hobby, never mind two.
No, I'm not too bad now. If I'm not away drifting to the weekends, there's never much on really.
Much on.
But then there's never many weekends you're not really away either.
No. What about social media? Social media's a big thing now.
It is.
I know you've done a couple of videos that have went viral.
Well, one particular now.
Aye. I see you obviously do videos for social media. Do you enjoy doing it? Do you feel like you have to because everybody else is?
No, I do enjoy them.
Do you enjoy them?
I maybe don't look like I enjoy them in them, but no, I do enjoy doing them because it's nice to look back at something you've made or done, and post. I don't know, it's weird, but again, I wouldn't really be too concerned. I put it off for years.
Yeah.
Always talked about vlogging and doing stuff because you see all these other boys doing it, and them's the boys making something out of it. That's the only real way forward. Also, so I always said I would do it, and then again I planned to do it in Oman because it was kind of the biggest thing ever for me.
Yeah.
And I never done it, never picked up the camera, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I think I just had a good stern talking to myself when I come home, and I was like, people's going to talk about you no matter what you do, so you may as well go and do it,
Oh, 100%. Like even this podcast, there's going to be people that I would have and you know the worst about it? But even with like the business branded and stuff, I find your biggest supporters are strangers.
Oh, yeah.
So like, all like people support my podcast. Like, I know mates are going to watch it, and friends that I knew years ago were going to watch it with the podcast. But like the people that are watching it all the time and commenting and sharing and all that stuff, they're strangers I've never met.
Yeah.
And like, might meet them at some point and get to say thank you, but like it seems to be in everything you do. Strangers are your biggest supporters. Like even with the business branded, biggest customers.
Yeah.
We're all complete strangers. You know, or they were
it's not boys that knew you when you went into it and said we go, you know.
Yeah. Or like some of the biggest customers that have came from another customer who was a stranger that recommended them. But it's not your friends recommending.
No.
Going like, here, fucking Marty, you know, I got you this job here. You know,
they'd sooner be looking something done for nothing. Like,
it's a weird thing where it's just weird. Like you find with anything you do, it ends up being strange, especially social media.
Yeah.
Like people are going to laugh and mock, and it's one of the things where they'll laugh at the start because it's easier to laugh when you are nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden one day, if you make it and you blow up, it's like, I always believe in you.
Yeah.
Did you fuck? Yeah, lying bastards. You fucking wouldn't even like my fucking story 2 years ago.
Yeah. No, that's the thing I just said. Sorry, I said fuck it. Like, sure, what? You know, it's not going to do any harm. And, you know, I'm not at school now. I'm not, you know, you're not going to have to go and see, you know. So, no, it's just.
And like, even, like we talked about doom scroll and stuff there. Like see now, like, see if I mess something up, it's forgot about tomorrow. Yeah. Because that person has watched another 500 bits of content. You know, it's you're gone so quick. And it's like, but from another like negative of that is, it means you have to constantly fucking post. Yeah. Like you can't do one post a week.
That's the thing. It's so hard now to get to like, well, I'm saying this like I know what I'm on about. Like this is just my 50p. Like it's so hard now to get videos that actually engage, you know, get people to click on your profile, get people to like it, whatever. It always seems to be like the first 3 or first 5 seconds that you need to be bang.
Yeah.
You know, to keep them watching it. Like I even notice it myself. Like I'd be flicking through TikTok, whatever. If I'm not entertained in the first 3 seconds, I'm forgetting about you. Like
you're gone. Like
yeah, you're away up.
You're on to the next one.
So it's just hard. It's
a big game now, and you have to play the algorithm. And even like even I'll go back to this podcast. Like these episodes are run about 2 hours. Yeah. Like on average. And I've had people say to me, "Oh, will you not make them an hour?" I'm like, I don't want to make them an hour. Yeah. I want to sit down and have proper conversations.
If anyone wants to listen to it, they listen to 2 hours. You know, they're not going to say, "I'm not going to listen to that. That's 2 hours. I'll go and listen to this alone." It's only an hour. Like.
So like I've had people try and tell me how to do the podcast. I'm like, no, because I don't want to do an hour-long podcast. Yeah. Like if someone comes in, the conversation only lasts an hour. It lasts an hour. But like I want to do long form, like proper conversations. And
the boys that's telling you to make them an hour probably never spoken to camera in their life. Like.
Probably didn't watch the fucking podcast. Do you know what I mean? Like they're telling me what they want. I'm like, but it's not for you, it's for me.
Is there even you did make it an hour, they still wouldn't fucking watch it? Like
no, but it's one of the, like with a podcast, it's going to sound weird. I started as a hobby project because I wanted to do it. I'm like, yes, it's on the cameras and it's on the fucking mics and it's going on social media. But for me, I'm interested in a lot of things. Like so, even like talking to you about drifting, I've no need to learn what you've told me. Yeah, because I'm not going drifting. But I find it interesting. I'm curious about it. I'll have someone like a guy almost a DJ. I'm not going to be a DJ, but I found his story and his life so interesting. So like it gives me a plot. It gives me an excuse to get into the room with these people like yourself and sit down and learn. Like not even learn because I need to know what to apply to something, but I just find it really really interesting. So like this podcast is for me. Yeah, and I'm going to do it how I want. Like someone telling me, "Oh, they're too long, make an hour." It's like. That's not for you. No. You know, it's for me. But I think if you do something for yourself, so like your videos and stuff, if you do them for yourself your way, it might take you a little bit slower to grow, but you'll attract the people that like you for you. Yeah. So and then that's what builds. So like you can go, like you said, TikToker. Like one of the reasons I didn't want to go on TikTok was because I thought it was just all girls and fellas dancing and fucking and lip singing.
That's what it was at the start, really. Like, I thought, no.
Like, that's not for me. I'm a fucking 30-year-old man. Yeah. Like, I don't fucking need to watch like teenagers fucking lip singing and dance. But once you get on it, you realize there's bits of everybody doing everything. And you look at somebody who fucking does something really fucking weird. Like, I would have bullied you in school. Yeah. If you done that in person, and you're sitting there with 2 million followers. Yeah. What this person's making
a fortune.
Yeah. It's like there is an audience for everybody. You just might grow slower doing it your way. Yeah. which is the annoying thing. But I will definitely, like, if you are going to start do it a way that you can find consistent. Something you enjoy doing.
See, we have tried now. Well, I work very closely with Matt, who does all my media, and he's really good help doing the videos and stuff. And like, he's all on for the algorithms and stuff. Like, he's the boy. Like, so I just kind of do what I'm told, because I'm happy enough. Like, it would never come out with any mad ideas.
No. Well, if you have help, it's different, because you have help. I was thinking more like if you're doing them yourself, it's hard to. It's like trying to play the algorithm. You're never fucking done.
We're kind of just a team. Like,
yeah, that's good.
Like, I would have some ideas, he would have some ideas. My ideas most, like, for example, there I texted him at 12:30 this morning. Like, it's always when I'm lying in bed just about to fall asleep and you're thinking of whatever, next thing, bang, you have an idea to do something, or a video idea. So all I do, I just get up onto WhatsApp one night and text him like 4 or 5 words.
We're doing this.
Just 4 or 5 words, and then I would wake up and I'm like, what the fuck did I mean with that? Like, and then I have to rethink it, and then I get it back again. Then I have to send him a voice note of what I meant by that. Like, so there's been a couple of them now. The videos have happened. So like, here, and as I say, he never pitched me something he doesn't think is going to work, or something that I'm not going to enjoy. We're not going to enjoy doing. Like,
do you know what I think is actually great for all sort of sports, but it's definitely drifting, drones.
Class.
Like, I think social media. Obviously, I haven't been in the industry a long time, but seeing the drone footage, I can see now why it's like it's going to help it. It's going to help it explode. It brings you so close to the action.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's that guy. Funny, I was talking to Chris about this last week. Actually, is it Justin? Some drone fella. He does the ones where like comes over the building and down and catches the cars.
I've seen the videos now, but I wouldn't know him now.
I was talking about them and he named the guy, and then he brought it up on his phone. It was like I think he's somebody Justin, but like you're flying over a building and catching the cars at the bottom where they're meant to be. Even timing. Yeah. How do you time that?
I've seen videos even years ago. You know, some of the drift cars would have the big spoilers on them and have the 2 legs. Yeah. Like, I've seen drone footage of the drone man following the car. Like, say they're both going this way, and then the drone man would go way forward and go down and go between the roof of the car and the spoiler. So like, he would fly in through here, like, and you're like, how the fuck, you know? Do you get drones following you around? There's a couple now. Yeah. A couple ones around the house there too, and I don't know what they're looking at now. That's a tax man. trying to see where your drone money comes from. He doesn't know where I live. No, there's a good few drone footage now this year. There's a couple of good boys very good at it in England now, so there's a good few clips from it. I guess I would, just out of nosiness, I would always flick through my own Instagram just to see, you know, what's good, what videos I can reuse again or whatever. And the drone footage from England's been very good now. There's a boy, Toby Allen, I think he is. I think that's his main, he does a lot of it, like. So these boys just rock up to the events and just... You want to see them, mate? They just sit in a chair like this here with the thing on them. Where they go. And then next thing they land the drone like on their knee with the thing still on to change the batteries in it. It's mad, like. What we'll talk about your career in drifting. How do you say you kind of look up to James Dean? What's 2026 hold for you? Bankruptcy by the looks of it. I don't know. The only real next step for me up is Europe, because now I've finished second in their series 2 years in a row. Yes, you can always go back and get first, like, but this year I was second by 2 points, which is like qualifying last gets you 2 points. Oh really? Gets you far more than 2 points. Like, oh, so you were like right there. Yeah. Like, so I don't really know if I'm going back to Ireland next year, because I just kind of think it's not even a been there done that thing. It's just, it's grand for people that want to do it as a hobby. You know, like they're just going to drifting to get away. But like, I want to make something out of it, make something out of myself. Like, I don't want to be working at fans all my life. Like, no. Oh, we can't touch on it earlier. Actually, where's the line between working the fun drifting and fun and drifting on the life? Drifting, there's a lot of things drifting has different with the other motorsport. Like the prize money, yes, there is prize money, but it's nowhere near, it's nowhere near like Formula One or any of them things. Like, so the only really way to make money in drifting is by promoting yourself. To make yourself investable kind of job. The only way to do it is sponsors and partners and brand deals, etc., etc. You nearly have to be an influencer rather than a drifter. Yeah, I think it's a strange world, like where you can't just do your thing anymore. You kind of have to play the social media game. But I don't mind doing it either. Like, as I say, I don't want to be working in vans all my life, so I'm ready to do whatever I need to do to try and to give myself the best chance at it. Like,
I see your attitude is you're going all in to get there. Yeah.
Nothing to lose now. What's the worst thing that can happen? You don't get there, like, you know.
Well, that's it. Like, there's always going to be balance to fix.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're about it or not, they'll need fixed.
So that's why I'm pushing as much in the videos and stuff now and trying.
What about Europe then? So why would you not do Europe and Ireland? Is it just too much?
Far too much.
Far too much.
Even Europe is seeming nearly unreachable now with the costs involved. Like,
You've the lorry or
you need to transport your car out. Your car, I think Ireland's usually like in around the middle of the season, so you would be taking we'd be going to Vans Hill Roads. Well, we have a truck there too, but it's not really up to much. You'd be taking it out to do events in Italy, Spain, and then maybe Latvia or Finland or something. So you have to drive to each one of them and then drive it back to Ireland to do the event in Ireland, to then drive it back out to do like Germany and Poland and whatever. So like even the logistics behind it's
nightmare.
Yeah, like it troubles me to drive to Cork. Like,
I know, I don't want to drive the Kerry to drift.
Kerry's worse.
I want to drift the car, but I don't want to drive the Kerry. I will someday, but
yeah,
it's a lot of driving. Like,
but no, I don't know. Drift Masters is the pinnacle of it. Like, Formula Drift would probably be the close second, just because it's American. It has the size of America. But I think Europe's where everyone wants to be. Like, it has the best tracks, the best drivers.
Different cars, Formula Drift, isn't there?
Just more American cars, really.
I
Mustangs and Corvettes and stuff.
Yeah, like over here it seems to be
Nissans and BMs.
The BMs and
there is a mix of both. Like, James has obviously brought the Mustang to Europe this year. There's a couple of Corvettes, I think, here, and over there is still Nissans and BMs. So kind of starting to mix.
Excellent.
Whereas years ago it would have been like America would just have been Corvettes and Mustangs, and here would just have been BMs and Nissans.
And it all started in Japan, didn't it?
Yeah.
They were the guys.
They were the boys.
Yeah.
Drifting up and down the lanes.
The mountain hills and all.
Right.
Oh.
So no, it's hard to know now what the next step. Like, there is events on, and there's like Drift Spain and Drift France and stuff, but they're not really where I want to be. You know, like they're nearly. I don't know. It's just Drift Masters is where you want to be, really.
Well, yeah, you got your goal by, go for it. It's I'm sure there's probably loads of people watching that wish they could be where you are now. They remain where you're looking to go.
This is the thing. I think I don't appreciate what I don't recognize or appreciate what I have done. Like say I came second IDC last year. Like, I never said great. I didn't say, oh, this is brilliant. I just think, what's next? Same again this year. Like, I didn't even really. I wasn't, not that I didn't care about winning the English Championship, but I think
you have to be like that. Because, like, I can talk from a business standpoint. You can settle.
Yeah.
So you can settle where, like, it's enough, or you can keep pushing for more and more and more. Yeah. So you're pushing for more and more and more. Be bigger championships, better titles, more exposure. Bigger social media following, bigger sponsors. It's kind of, I think to dominate, you kind of have to keep pushing. Otherwise, you are just going to settle and you're not going to push.
Yeah.
So it's not that you're not. I think it's not that you're not grateful. You're just always working towards something, which isn't about. You can look at it both ways, but
yeah,
I think to be any sort of pro athlete, you always have to be like that.
But that's like the first thing I thought. Whenever I won the English Championship, I was like, right, where does this get me now for such?
There's no like, fuck me, great.
No. I was just say this puts me in a better place now to do this or do that. Like, so I don't know. Here, I'm not going to stop pushing for it. Like, it's the only thing I want to do in my life.
But it's the reason you are getting further. Like, it's the reason last year was further than the year before. Further than the year before is because you're constantly thinking about what's next. And you're constantly working towards it. Because again, it's down to the settling thing. Like you said about the Irish Championship, you could go out and do it every year. Yeah. And enjoy it.
Oh, you can go out and enjoy it the way most people do and think, it's just their hobby. Like, but
yeah, I
don't want it to be a hobby as much as I don't know if it sounds greedy or not. Like, but I want to go further.
No, it's not greedy, man. It's picking the thing you want to do and you want to see where you can take it.
Like, it's a dream of mine. Like, it's my dream job. Like, really. I know it's not even a job, but
here it's my dream job, and I'm not even. If I could get paid to wreck about in cars every day, I would take it. But unfortunately, I haven't got those opportunities, and I'm probably too old.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not even about really the cars now. As I say, it's more about being an influencer and being a personality more than a driver.
Do you get stopped on the street?
Only by the police.
Only by the police. Like, have you had a moment where someone's come up to you in the street, been like, "You Connor Kerr?"
There were a couple of times, like, but nothing. Like, there was a good one. So my granddad fixes like half the country's vans. Like everyone, he's a local celebrity. I would call him like, and he always gets in places he shouldn't, or some places closed, and he'll get in there to do such and such, whatever. He's the man. Like he always gets me in places and gets everyone in places. And we were reading up a couple of weeks ago, a few months ago now, and he says, "Right, me and you go up to the dump here and empty this van." I said, "Grand job, yeah." And like, my work is like 2 miles from my house, and the dump's in between. So everyone's local, like. And I drove up to the gates to the dump, and your man was just closing the gate. And Granda, he put the window down. He's like, "We load of stuff here." The man's like, "No, we're closed here." And he's like, No, we've only a couple of bags. And I was like, "Sure, this van's full to the roof of stuff." Like, your man, he opens the side door, and he looked up, and he closes the door, and he got a couple of bags. And going, "Oh, we've been on 2 minutes." I looked over at me, and he's like, "Well," and I don't know the couple, like. And he's probably watching this because he's watched some of my stuff. And he's like, "Well," I says, I can't really let you in." And I was like, "Whatever." He says, but I like your BM and stuff." He says, "So go ahead." He says, "Just be out in 5-10 minutes." And Granda was. He just sat and stared at us then.
Oh, so you were the one
that got me that got him under.
You got him in.
I got him into the dump. Like, it's nothing to be bragging about. Like,
no, but there you brag away, man. It's
the same concept, I suppose.
The tables have turned.
So that was a recent one anyway. But no, bar that, nothing. I think, like, it's not really, like, I'm from just outside Ballymoney, which has massive thing in motorbikes, obviously, the join up and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, most of the locals around my place would all follow motorsport, but it would all be two-wheel stuff.
Yeah.
And there's not really much chatter drifting about it, really. But it's definitely getting better, like, but still it's nowhere near the same as motorbikes and stuff is.
Well, like, just picture like where it was 10 years ago.
Well, this is it, yeah.
And you're still young, so like you're going to be here for the transition, of it getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Like even I know it's again sounding old here, like, but like I'm 34. Like I remember getting my first phone.
Yeah.
And like it was a phone, like literally just hello, goodbye. You could send a text, and the text had to be less than 130 characters. It was ridiculous. Like. Even social media starting, the first social medias compared to now. So like fast forward now, 5 years, what's it going to be like?
That's the thing. I don't really mind much of my childhood, like from primary school, because whenever I was in, I think it was P6, I was sick at school one day, and whatever it was, I can't remember if I fainted or what it was, or I went to the hospital, and turns out I actually had meningitis, which was bad.
Yeah.
And I think I was unconscious for like 2 or 3 days in the hospital. And one of the effects of it, then they had to send me home because there's that much infection in the hospital. If I got anything else at all, they said it'd be bad, it'd be worse. Like, so they sent me home, whatever. And that's one of the effects of that was supposed to be memory loss, like, or short-term memory loss, or whatever. So I can't really remember short-term. That's strange for me, like. But stuff that I'm interested in, I'll have it written down in my head, like.
I remember. See, I have a terrible memory.
But like people meet me up the street or something, I would never really.
I have a bad memory. I don't have a medical reason why I have it. I just have a bad memory.
Well, I don't know if that's the reason or not. Maybe I was just bad anyway. But
like, see people's names, man, I am so bad.
I was saying, I called you Mickey the other day.
Did you? Mickey?
And it was M and A.
M and A. No,
and then Chris was like, "Who are you on about?" And I was like, "Mickey." He's like, "Mickey who?" Podcast Mickey. Oh, Marty, you're on about. I said, that was close enough.
No, I don't hold it against you because I am terrible. Like, and I've done it to so many people where like they'll meet me and they'll go, "Well, Marty."
Yeah.
And I go, "Well, lad."
Yeah.
And it's only because I don't remember your name.
Yeah.
And then there's times like I'll be walking away and like there's even like I remember sitting in the game with the missus, and this must be like 4 hours after it, and I was like, "Ronan."
Yeah, you just shared it.
And she's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "That fucking fella from earlier." She's like, the fella in the shop this morning. Like, "Yep." I didn't know his name. It's fucking Ronan.
I do know it. I'm just gonna
I do know it. Yeah. Just couldn't remember.
Oh, I'd be the same now.
No, the amount of people like I say like "well man" or "well Marty" or not Marty is my name. Like "well lad" or something.
You say that in the mirror just?
I just talk to myself every night. And it's so bad. Like I've even said to her like I might go to the doctor about my memory because it's so bad. Like she'll tell me something. I don't know if it's just a man thing, but like she'll tell me something and then 2 weeks later she'll like bring it up again.
Selective hearing just.
I'll be like,
I would be partial to
Yeah, I
that
was
too
like,
now.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I've told you like 4 times. He's like, no, you haven't. I was like, yeah, I have.
I'd be like that now. I would tidy my room and stuff. Mum would agree there now.
She'll tell you to tidy it. You're like, yeah,
I did that. I'll do it tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. Same idea. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes.
tomorrow never comes. Do you keep a tidy garage? No.
Oh. Tidy garage is not a busy garage.
No. Do you organise chaos?
Well, my stuff isn't too bad. Like, when I was saying I had to get all the tools and stuff to go to a man. Well, that was great for me because then now I have my own shit. Like, whereas before it was always dad's stuff. Whereas now I have my own toolbox, my own trays, everything. But at the weekend there, or Saturday, when I was working at my road car, I still haven't read up my stuff since then. Like, it's all just lying everywhere. So I would say dad's, is it pushed into a corner somewhere now?
It's you know what, it's whenever you're busy, like cleaning sometimes, it takes the back seat. Especially you're working on your drifting career, plus you're working on the van. Like, believe it or not, my workshop at the minute, that's it clean. So like, it's still, I'm in the middle of cleaning it.
You're still tripping over stuff, but it's, where everyone's at.
Yeah, like I'm in the middle of cleaning it, but I've been cleaning it the past 4 weeks. So like, this is it actually clean.
But one good day really would red her up, like.
Oh, on a solid day of cleaning would have the place spotless, but I just can't get that. But if you'd have been here like a month ago, I would have had to spend the day cleaning before you came because you wouldn't have got down here. Yeah, this podcast studio.
Work would be the same now. Granda loves buying vans and stuff. Like, I don't even know how many vans he buys on a weekly basis. Like, it's not even a monthly basis. He's buying them in the week. Like, buys all broke ones and ones that need fixed and stuff, and then we fix them and stuff. But like, see the amount of engines and stuff that's lying around that place. It's organised chaos. Well, unorganised chaos really. But my tools at work now would be like all my stuff at work. I keep them tidier because I know I need them more often. You need them every day. Like,
what about parts for your car then? Are you organised when it comes to the drifting? Are you organised, or is there still like the odd engine land over there?
No, to be fair, I'm brave and good with it now. Again, whenever I was going to a man, I was like, right, I'm doing this once, I'm doing it right. So I got a load of Milwaukee boxes, and so like I have a box with like brake pads and fuel pumps, and then I've written the side of it brake pads, fuel pumps, ones with AN lines, fittings, water pump, and they all stack together, like they're like a pack out box,
Oh, I all stack high.
So there's 5 of them, and then there's one of the big boxes, and I have the drill and the grinder and the stuff, and then there's 2 clip-on boxes, and that's AN fittings and gaskets, and then nuts and bolts in that one. So I have everything bravely organised. But I would love one of them. You can get big flight cases. They're maybe like the length of that. Well, maybe 6 feet long, 2 or 3 feet deep.
Oh, is that the stuff you see like bands travelling with?
Aye.
Yeah.
But they're just like a big box or something. They're like a big box, and then you can take the side off them, and they're all like drawers and boxes and stuff. I would love one of them now, because it means you just put one thing into the van and you have everything.
Everything in the van.
Whereas before, like now, I have all them Milwaukee boxes to put in for my parts, for the small parts, and then I have my own toolbox to put in, socket set to put in. And, you're still loading a wreck of stuff in. Like,
do you have a van for drifting, or is it just whatever one your grand is fixing that week? You just take whatever one he's got.
Well,
everyone's running.
We have our own van now. Dad has a van, and then, but this year now, Molly, my wee sister, was doing most of the events I was doing. So there was 2 cars to go. So we have 2 trailers, which isn't too bad. But Granda bought a blue van. You want to see this thing? The side of it was like a crisp packet. Like, she's dinged but she must have been the next delivery van. Like, and I says, I'll take her then. So I took her and put a tow bar on her, and I was driving her all year. But I think she's a great fan. Like,
great fan. What about your wee sister? What is she?
20, I think.
And how long has she been drifting?
Not that awfully long. 3 years, 2-3 years.
Who's better?
Well, I don't really want to sound cocky, like, but I'd say I've a bit of an upper hand now.
Bit of an upper hand.
She done rallying before, you see.
Oh, did you?
She done rally sport, which was like up round Shackleton and everything. It's like a more fun rally kind of job. It's not that competitive. Like, she started in that, and then the way it worked out was with us drifting and her rallying. Like, we'd have been away one weekend drifting, rallying the next, drifting the next, rallying the next. You were away more often.
It's a lot for your parents.
And then I think she just said one weekend, fuck that, I'll just go drifting as well, and then it'll save us going 2 places, But no, the rally sport that she done was good crack. I went up and done it one day too in her car. Me and her were competing again all around the Fiesta. And to be honest, it's as good a day's crack as I've had in the car nearly ever as also, like.
Rallying?
Yeah.
Rallying's unforgiving though.
Like
if you come off, you got to wrap around a tree or something.
Well, it wasn't really that extent now.
No.
If you were coming off, you were hitting a bale of silage, you know, it wasn't.
Not too bad then.
The obstacles weren't that hard. But no, I enjoyed that too now. I would love to go rallying again now, but
I've seen a lot of drifters actually do like we rally this.
Yeah.
Yeah, must be something you all enjoy.
I think it's just
something different.
Change the scenery, like.
Change the scenery.
I would definitely love to give it a go again now and something a bit quicker, but I need to focus on what I'm at first.
I think stick to one thing and do it well.
He get very easily sidetracked.
You start rallying, but you never
never
have any money.
No. But no, she's now decided she's building the car the same as mine, so it's in the shed at the minute.
Is she mechanic as well?
No, she's farming. She's doing agriculture.
But can she work at the car, I mean? Like, can she build it herself, or...?
She could foot her way at it, like, but for the welding and fabrication stuff, it'll be that, like, most of the stuff.
Yeah, will she be going to the European next year too then? The two is going for it?
Unless we win the lottery tonight. Or the cash call on Friday.
Yeah, well, I stopped entering competitions because I just always had in my head of one, like once I enter one.
That's me, like.
Yeah. Like, you enter one that's 250 grand, you're like, right.
How am I going to spend this?
Aye.
You're pre-ordering the stuff?
Oh, you're like, give mum and dad some, sister some, do it. Like, give them this amount, that amount. If it all span in your head, you're like,
yeah.
I'm going to holiday, spend that there, buy a car, buy a house, and you don't win. You're like, fuck's sake.
How am I going to do all this now?
What the fuck?
I stopped entering the cash call now because I don't really have much phone signal in work, and it would eat me to the bone if I came out of work one day and had a missed call from an unknown number.
Oh, fuck yes.
Even if it was a scam caller.
Do you remember at the start you had to like
make me a winner? Yeah.
Even that, I was like, I'm gonna pick up my fucking phone
and say no,
and say like hello, and I would hate myself for the rest of my living life.
Yeah.
If I picked up that phone call and didn't say that, because there was one or two people done it. And
yeah.
Like,
I remember hearing it in work. And you pick up the phone and say hello, and you request you for them.
Because like but it's your natural instinct.
Oh.
Like every time I answer the phone, it's like hello.
Yeah.
Well.
You don't even think of saying it, like.
No.
I know you feel like some dick's picking up the phone all week saying make me a winner, like.
I'll be in your dad or something going,
you need to be practicing it. You need to be practicing it all week.
Or you had to do the one where you had to have the exact amount.
Yeah.
So like I guess my missus would like wrote the amount in her hand on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to make sure.
The problem is, if I was at that now, I remember even going into Feist for parts last week, and before I left the garage, I wrote the number plate on my glove, and then before I get in the car, I threw the glove in the bin. I went into Feist, looked at my hand for the number plate, and I was like, "Fuck!" I took that glove off in the shop in the garage, like.
Fuck's sake. Oh, well, Connor, it's getting late. I think I'll let you get back up the road. You have a long drive home.
Aye, Connor's a big drive home.
Yeah, it's been nice talking to you. Let's talk, Connor. Sorry. Fuck me. I can't believe I had to say that on the podcast.
Caught red-handed, boy.
Caught red-handed, boy. Why did I say Connor?
I will not follow about it. It'll be called worse.
I can't even believe I just done that. You know what? I'm not even telling about that. It's a stay in because that just shows my true nature. Not the first time I called you, Connor? Where the fuck did that even come from?
I don't know.
No. I'll stick to Catherine, call you Harry Kerr.
I'll do better.
Harry Kerr, it's double barrel name, yeah.
You can't forget the two parts, like,
no.
Might get Connor Kerr out of it.
No, but listen, thank you for coming on. It's been interesting talking to you, especially the world you're in, and I've been enjoying it.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's nice to hear a bit more about it, and best of luck next year in the Europeans.
Thank you. Need every bit of it. Thanks for having me up. I enjoyed the evening now. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much, but
no.
Just goes to show you could try anything, like.
You ever have any more seat days? I want to go in the car.
I'll definitely give you a shout now.
I'll give you more than a tenner for the for the tires though.
Depends now. We'll have to sign some kind of waiver if anything happens. We'll have to spruce her up now.
Spruce her up, at least cover the costs. But yes, no, thank you for coming on, and thank you for watching another episode of Results Roundtable podcast. You can you can follow Harry on social media. I will put all his socials down below. Support his upcoming season.
Whatever's going to happen.
He says this, but he's told us about 100 times here that he always finds the money. So it's
just a bigger amount I have to find now.
Yep, he's going to be in Europe next year. Going to cost him a fortune, but he's going to love it. But yes, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify, as it helps us to keep having conversations with more and more people. Until next time.